Hey everybody, I'm here with Adriana Stam, upper school Spanish instructor, and we're going to talk a little bit about how we celebrated Hispanic Heritage Month. So thank you for coming in.
Thanks so much.
I know that you just reminded me that it's not technically just like one calendar month, but it is a 30-day period, September
15th.
There we go.
Yeah, so September 15th through October 15th, we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month at Bowls. And it's kind of done that way. It kicks off on the 15th because many countries in Latin America got their independence from Spain on the 15th. So that's why it starts then. And we did a lot of things, starting with the lower school. I was invited to go talk to the pre-K students about my trip to Peru. So I put together a little fun slideshow, and we learned all about alpacas, and we learned a little bit about the food and the cuisine, and they learned about Machu Picchu. So we did that, and then in the language departments, we were really busy with all the Spanish teachers. We held a spelling bee, which was great. We had like over 40 participants for that, and then we also had like a trivia day, which was really fun. Some of my colleagues put together these great questions and goodies and prizes, just to get the students outside of the classroom to just kind of play, have fun, and really dive into everything that is the language and the culture.
That's great. Yeah, it's super important. I mean, I think we get so insulated here, in our Bowls culture, but we're a very diverse culture, and it's important to recognize that, and also to learn. The more you learn about other cultures, like, obviously as these students, they're going to be involved in that as they go to college and beyond. So it's unavoidable.
Exactly. And it's also nice. We have a lot of Latino families. And so it's really nice for them to also come in and help and share. So that was something else we had. We had some guest speakers. Some others came in to talk about like Dia de los Muertos and what it means to them and how they celebrate. So we did this really great discussion comparing all the different countries, because it's also important not to stereotype and think that all Hispanic families do things a certain way. It's all going to be very unique to what country they're from. So we dove into that too.
That's great. I so appreciate that. And you mentioned something about a Peru trip. You did a Peru trip. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so thankfully I received a fellowship from the Onenstrauer family to go to Peru last summer, and I was there for 11 days, and during that time I was able to travel around the country. I went to Lima, and then I also went to the Sacred Valley where Cusco is and Machu Picchu. I got to learn a little bit about the commerce and the economy. I learned a little bit about the farming practices. I got to interact with chefs and just so many different people. Learned about also their textile making, which was really special. I also learned about silver making. So I got to learn a lot about South America. And when I came back, I realized that this was just the beginning. I wanted to really kind of launch this as a program that we could offer our students. So starting next year in June, about June 5th, the dates are still tentative, we are offering about a 10-day trip to Peru with Spanish teachers that are going to be chaperoning myself and Mrs. Azell, and we're hoping to get about 10 to 15 students that want to go on this journey.
What a great opportunity. I mean, talk about, there's no better way to learn about another culture than to go and immerse yourself in it.
Yeah, that's right. And one of the really neat things too is there's going to be a service component to this. And so we're going to be going into an archaeological site.
Oh, wow.
And doing some hands-on learning through the archaeological site and helping there through that.
Awesome. Well, I know that the students will appreciate helping, but they'll also appreciate the hands-on.
Yeah.
They would much rather be doing rather than standing and just listening, right?
Yeah.
Wow, it sounds like you've made a real connection to that country. Tell me, I mean, that's quite a journey to get down there.
And it is, yeah.
And so I'm going to put you on the spot. What is your favorite part about Peru?
Okay, well, it's kind of easy because the second you get there, you realize that the Peruvian people are very special people. They're very connected to not just Mother Nature, but humanity. So I feel like some of the greatest lessons were in my conversations, just day-to-day conversations with Peruvians, and just seeing how they see the world and how much they appreciate human connection. So Peruvians would be my favorite, just the people themselves.
Well, having an appreciation is never a bad thing.
So as far as the trip. The students do not need to be taking Spanish, which is really nice because it's inclusive of everyone who's in grades 9, 10, and 11.
Okay.
They are welcome to put in an application. Those are due December 7th.
Okay. Well, this is fantastic. Thanks for taking the time. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it. I appreciate you and Carrie boldly stepping out there and leading this trip. I know we have other colleagues that do the same. I think that's one of just the best opportunities that our students have at Bowles, is to be able to go and see for themselves and, you know, get your feet on the ground there, which is really important. So thanks again. Thanks to everybody out there for all that you do.